Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about my top practical tips if you are considering becoming a vegan or vegetarian, or if you just want to incorporate more like plant-based foods into your diet. My number one tip, and this is something that I still do to this day, and I've been a vegetarian for almost 2 years now, plan ahead, and this applies to loads of different areas. I find that if I'm going to be eating out, I always like to research the best places to go. There's a great app called Happy Cow, which you can download or go on their website, and that will tell you, depending on your location, what places there are available to you that either have lots of vegetarian options or that are specifically vegetarian and vegan restaurants and cafes. If you've been invited out to a restaurant for a friend's birthday and you know where the restaurant is, I always go on the restaurant's website and look at the menu, and then I can know like what options are available to me. And if you're just going out during the day for a day out and you're not sure what you're going to have for lunch, I sometimes like to pack my lunch, especially for work. I just think it's so much easier, and it means that you're going to have a really a substantial meal. You're going to be satisfied, you're not going to go hungry if there isn't good options there for you. My second tip is to try new things and be open-minded about trying new foods and different cuisines and stuff. Before I was a vegetarian, I was a pretty fussy eater. There was loads of foods that I didn't like and I just wouldn't eat. I never really ate much salad or anything, and when I became vegetarian it was suddenly like, oh well, I actually need to eat vegetables now because that is the main part of what I can actually eat. My next tip applies mainly to people who do want to make really healthy choices, which I always try to do, and that would be to make food from scratch with natural whole foods, natural produce as much as possible. I think sometimes when people think of being a vegetarian and not eating meat, they think about like mock meats and stuff. And really, I do like that stuff, it is really tasty, I love corn and stuff like that. And it is great that you can still eat the same foods that you ate before, and still stick to your vegetarian or vegan diet. But I do think those foods are still like processed, manufactured foods that just aren't that good for you. They're really good convenience foods and they're nice as a treat. When you think about it, there's so many different types of natural produce and there's so many different things that you haven't tried. It just makes it more fun and it makes food more enjoyable for you if you are like going out and trying new things rather than just eating the same stuff all the time. And my last tip would be to keep being inspired by different resources. There's always like new things to try from cookbooks and blogs, and there's just so much information out there to read that you'll never get bored. Ladies, I would definitely recommend you read Skinny Bitch. It changed my life. It's amazing. Probably one of the most powerful non-fiction books I've ever read. Really made an impact on how I think about food. There's also some great blogs. There's a blog called Healthy Bitch Daily, which is kind of a spin-off written by people who are inspired by the Skinny Bitch book. And there's also a blog called Oh She Glows, which is really good and I find really helpful when I'm looking for recipes and stuff. 3 documentaries I would recommend you watch are Food Matters, Hungry for Change and Forks Over Knives, and they just give you all the information you could want about the benefits of eating a plant-based lifestyle. A Veganomicon, which is the ultimate vegan cookbook, as it says on the cover. This is just about making vegan food tasty and not kind of bashing those stereotypes that people have that vegans just eat carrots all day. that's not the case. Vegan food is really yummy. And I also like this River Cottage Veg Everyday book. This Hugh Fernley-Whittinstall chef went vegetarian for a short period, just because he loves veg. He's not a vegetarian now, but this cookbook is specifically vegetarian. There's a recipe in here that is absolutely amazing. I'm just looking for it now. I finally found it. I probably should have bookmarked it before, but I wasn't prepared obviously. But this North African squash and chickpea stew is delicious. It's vegan and it's a big hit in our household. We also have the Yotam Ottolenghi Plenty book, which again, he's not a vegetarian chef, but he is. This is a specifically vegetarian cookbook. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to list everything that I just mentioned below in case you didn't catch any of the names or whatever, and I'll try and include links. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.